Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be following an ALLIE Glines. I cannot say her name for the life of me, but I'll have her channel linked down below in case you guys want to check her out. If you know how to say her last name, let me know down below because I honestly don't. But today I'm going to be following her favorite Smokey Eye makeup tutorial, and in this tutorial she uses the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette, but I was kind of watching this tutorial and I'm like, you know, that looks a lot like something that I personally have in my makeup collection, and that is the Rimmel Magnifies Spice Palette. So we're going to be doing this tutorial on a budget, and if you want to see this, then just keep watching. But before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe down below for new videos every Sunday. And if you like this video at any point during the video, you can give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And with all that being said, let's jump into the video. So I finally figured out how to screen record, so I'll put it either here, probably here. So I'm just gonna scoot over a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, I'm excited. Let's get started. Also, one more thing. I need more water. I'll be right back. We're back! Why did I say we? I mean, like, I'm the only one here.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I really wanted to do something bold and smoky, and so I created my favorite smoky eye using the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. Oh my goodness, this is so stunning, and it would look amazing on so many different eye colors. It would look so good with brown eyes, blue eyes, hazel eyes, any eye color that you have. This smoky eye would really make your eyes pop. I really hope you guys like it as much as I do. Before we get into the tutorial, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, join the family, and if you've already subscribed but you want to be notified every single time I post a video, make sure to click the little bell and join the notification squad. Also, you guys, my 100K giveaway, please make sure to check that out in the description box below. So if you guys want to see how I create my current favorite smoky eye, then just keep watching. I am so happy to be back in front of the camera. For you guys, it didn't seem like long at all, but I had pre-filmed like an entire week of videos last week because I was out of town for my anniversary and for Thanksgiving, and so I'm so excited to be filming again. I feel like it's been way too long and I've missed it. So, as always, I've done my brows already off camera. This time around, I used the Benefit Precisely My Brow, I can't say that, the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade 4, and then I carved it out with the Anastasia Pro pencil in the shade Base 1. I've been back on this thing. I used it forever ago religiously, and then I kind of like tried different things, and now I'm kind of back on it. So those are the two products I already have on my face. Because this is going to be a smoky eye, every time I do a smoky eye, I love to prep the eyes with the MAC Soft
I don't
Paint
have
Pot, so I'm going to go ahead and
any
put that.
high-end makeup, so I'm just going to be prepping my eyes using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. I'm just going to prep my eyelids using a bit of concealer. That's actually a lot of it, but
wow, my pores were so dirty and black.
I'm just gonna buff this in using the Real Techniques Dulux crease brush. I just like to use this as a concealer brush because it's more of a like packing brush than an eyeshadow brush. I mean, if you want to use it for eyeshadow, you totally can, but I just feel like it works better for me for eyeshadow. Oh, I forgot to get powder out. I'm gonna be using the Coty Airspun translucent powder for my eyes to set my eyelids. Okay. I really like that concealer, by the way. It's really good for like prepping eyeshadow. And also, I really like it as an under eye concealer. It's really good. It's a little bit more expensive. For a drugstore, it's like $10, but I would highly recommend you buy it. Okay.
All over both eyelids, and then just make sure they're nice and blended. I feel like this applies best, just for me personally, with my fingertips. Otherwise, I tend to apply too much product and it looks cakey. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and just dust that on top of the soft ochre paint pot to set it and get it ready for eyeshadow. I am so excited to be using this palette. This is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I have never used this in a tutorial before, even though I've had it for a while now. So I felt like it was time. It was time to use it in a tutorial because off camera I've been using it a whole lot. We are going to start off using this shade right here called Sauced. And as
she's going into a shade, it looks kind of like this shade right here in the Rimmel palette. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit, just so you can kind of see what's going on a little bit more. And you can see my eyes.
Start off using this shade right here called Sauced. And as always...
Okay, well, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into this shade. They don't have shade names, but it's like a nice transition shade. So I'm going to dip into that. And then I'm just going to start building that up on the eyes.
Using that handy dandy brush that I always use in every tutorial, I'm going to be sweeping it back and forth through the crease and then a little bit above.
Okay, hers looks a little bit darker, so I'm actually going to mix this shade and this shade right here just to get like the perfect color. Oh yes, there we go. That's a lot better. I'm going to use the lighter shade to kind of blend it out though, like after we put this color on. I'm going to flick it out a tiny bit. And then I'm going to switch colors. I actually got this from the Dollar Tree. It's just like a hair donut, and you use it to switch colors on your brushes so you don't like get a black, white, and not cute. And it's actually cheaper than buying like the real color switch, which is like $10. So I'm just gonna go back into the lighter shade just to kind of blend everything out. Pretty.
Always using that handy dandy brush that I always use in every tutorial. I'm going to be sweeping it back and forth through the crease and then a little bit above. This is going to act as our transition shade. And when you're doing a smoky eye especially, a transition shade is key to help blend the darker colors up into the lighter colors. I always take what's left and I bring it out toward the end of the brow, really making sure to blend, and then I take what's left too, and I've recently been loving to drag whatever's left into this inner corner. It just helps really define that area, since there are already natural contours of your face usually in that area. So that's just what I've been liking to do. It's all preference though, so if you don't like how that looks on you, you don't have to do it. That's just how I like to do it. So next we're actually going to go right into the main color. This shade is called Ember. It's the most stunning.
So that's the shade I'm going to go into. Okay. It's a very bold smoky eye
shade in this palette, and probably one of my favorite eyeshadow shades of all time. Once I swatched it, you guys, it blew me away. It's incredible. So I really wanted to make the focus of this eye look using this eyeshadow just because it's that amazing. I love to apply this with my finger, so I'm just going to take my finger and dip it into the Ember shade, and we're going to start to pack that on the eyelid. So while you're packing, don't worry too much about whether it looks perfect or not. We will blend it all out. Just make sure that you're getting enough product toward the lash line and all over the lid, keeping most of it low though so we can blend up the rest. Then I'm going to take a clean eyeshadow brush.
Wow, look at that. Okay.
Pack that on the eyelid.
Hers is a little bit darker and more like burgundy, but this is the closest color that I have. So that's the color we're gonna use. And she's just, oh, wow.
While you're packing, don't worry too much about whether it looks perfect or not. We will blend it all out. Just make sure that you're getting enough product toward the lash line and all over the lid, keeping most of it low though so we can blend up the rest. Then I'm going to take a clean eyeshadow brush and just really start to blend this up to the crease.
Well, now my finger is kind of like, can I use this on my color switch? Okay, I'm going to wipe my finger off because I'm going to take this Profusion brush from the palette that I bought from them.
And just really start to blend this up to the crease so that it connects. And don't worry if some of the intensity is lost during the first blending outing. Layers are really key when doing a smoky eye, so just keep layering if you want more intensity. I'm just taking that first brush we used and going over the crease and transition area just to make sure it's extra blended. So now I'm going back in with that Ember shade and packing it on top again, then using the brush to really lightly sweep over the edges to further blend that out. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I get the right intensity that I want.
And I'm just packing that on my lid. Even though she doesn't do, oh my gosh, I'm getting this all over my face. Even though she doesn't do like both lids at the same time, oh my gosh, that looks crazy. I'm just gonna, oh my gosh, this looks so bad. I'm just gonna do both eyes at the same time because why not? Oh my, I already look like a raccoon now. Okay. Just gonna clean that up a bit.
Now I'm just going into Ashes, which is a really pretty dark purple shade. We're going to start to use this to really deepen up the outer third and even into the crease a little bit. So I'm just starting by packing this on the outer third and then taking what's left on the brush and moving it through the crease.
Well, the only purple in here is this color right here. So I'm going to take that on a Wet n Wild, I don't know what brush this is. I think it's like the smudger brush. So we're going to go with this one. I'm going to pack that. And there's a hair in my face. This is very smoky. I would not wear this out on a daily basis at all. I hope it turns out good though, because okay, oh dear Lord. Oh no. This is very, very intense. Okay, so now she's moving on to the face.
Prime the face with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter.
Okay, so she said she's going in with the Becca Backlight Primer. I don't have like an illuminating primer, so I'm just gonna go in with the primer that I normally use, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte.
Long time since I've used this in a video, I feel. But I've recently picked it up again and I just forgot how much I love it. So I'm just going to apply this all over the face. It does a really good job of giving a nice luminous look to the skin, but it's not too much. and it looks gorgeous under foundation. So for foundation today, I'm really wanting to try to mix two of my favorite drugstore foundations. I can't remember if I've tried this before in the past. I don't think I have. I really want to try to mix these two. So this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation. I love this one, but sometimes I need a little bit more coverage, and also I think the color's a little bit too dark for me. This one, on the other hand, gives really great coverage, but the color is currently too light for me, so I'm going to try to mix them and see if we can make our perfect match.
Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade Fair Ivory. This is just like a classic drugstore foundation. I feel like you can't go wrong with Maybelline. No, not really, you definitely can. And then I'm just gonna be taking my Morphe M439 and blending that out. I'm just blending. This is definitely not a full coverage foundation, so if you want something more full coverage, I think the Maybelline Superstay foundation is pretty good with coverage. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more into the areas that I need it. Just like my forehead and a little bit on my T-zone. Let's see what she does next.
So I'm just going to kind of dot this all over the face. And then I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe No. 7 brush. I'm going to start to buff this out all over the skin. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and whatever's left on the back of my hand, and I'm going to press the foundation into the skin to just give it a really flawless finish. Since we're doing a smoky eye, and typically smoky eyes, if you're...
Wait. I'm not done yet. I'm kind of just patting that in with my my brush. I feel like I'm going to like a rock concert or something. I don't know. And then I'm just going to take my beauty sponge and spray it with a little bit of tea tree oil water that I made. And just press that into the skin just to kind of get a nice finish. Is what she likes to do in most of her videos. So that's what we're going to do.
If you're using purples especially, it can really bring out any discoloration under the eye, so I want a concealer that's going to cover that completely, and my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is definitely the most full coverage concealer I have. I've learned that with this, less is more usually, so I like to apply it kind of further down than I would other concealers, just so that I can blend it up to the lash line. That way it avoids creasing or caking for me, and I've just found that that works best for me. Oops, I got a little bit too close there. So I'm
gonna try that actually. It's a good tip. Why didn't I think of that? Okay.
To apply a little bit under the eyes and also down the center of the face. And I'm just going to take that same beauty blender
So this is the final look. I mean, I look kind of crazy right now because I'm not used to having something this dark on my eyes, but I mean, for doing like 3 shades and like an eye look, I think it looks pretty good. And then I just wanted to do like, pull the look together with a little bit of gloss. I feel like I'm going to a concert or something. I feel kind of crazy right now. But I mean, thank you guys so much for watching. This video is probably going to be fairly long, but I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. And comment down below if you think this turned out good. And definitely go check out Allie's channel, show her some love. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!